I didn't start from zero. I actually started from minus 16,000 euros. And that's how SiGMA took off.
Game now, foot on the gas, get slowed down. No, my team, we holding it down. We know we running it now.
2013, I was probably at my weakest. You know, you have to also understand where I was coming from when I started SiGMA. And I shared some stuff with you, which I shared recently on a Maltese podcast. I had tried businesses before, which failed. And as an entrepreneur, you're the last one who needs to give up. Yeah. So I remember being surrounded by loved ones who were starting to doubt whether I should keep pursuing this dream or whether I should go get a 9 to 5 and be attached to that paycheck for the rest of my life. And couple that with some trauma which I went through with a business partner, happened to be the worst decision of my life. You know, not knowing entrepreneurship as well.
I've been there too, and I think a lot of founders have been there.
Yeah. So you jump into a partnership not doing your homework or due diligence about someone. And in 2012, that's what I did. I joined a partnership with someone. This someone happens to be abusing substances. And I used to go in the office and I say, but why is he so erratic? He doesn't show up for a number of days. Then he comes in the office, creates some mayhem. So the pressure is all on me, right? This guy then passed away from an overdose.
Okay.
I remember we had a loan with Bank of Valletta of 16,000 euros. The bank would keep calling me every couple of days. Listen, what's going on? And you know, for someone who never had a dime of debt, something like that weighs on you. 16,000 euros, I remember, was the outstanding balance. And, you know, that was one of the lowest points of my life, you know. I don't know how to get out of this mess. I don't know what to do with my life. I'm in my early 30s. The clock is ticking. Loved ones are starting to doubt whether I can make it. So I said, let me go back to what I do best, which is events. And let me flip this company, which was a software.
What was the company about?
Yeah, this guy was good at selling white label software through affiliation. And he asked me to become his partner because he knew I was industrious. He knew I was good at what I do. So he handled the marketing side. I handled the operation side. So the company was called Viking PC Health Limited.
I still see this in the name of this company on our invoices.
I'm gonna get to that. Exactly. So this is the weakest point of my life. I go to the bank, I tell them, give me 6 months. I'm gonna turn this around. I'm gonna stick to what I do best. And I remember saying, Viking PC Health, another failed project of mine. Do I want to hide it or do I want to own it?
Beautiful.
And I said, I will never change the brand, the name of the company, until I exit.
So, Eman, that is magical thinking. Seriously. That's what you have in the movie, The Secret. That's how you manifest shit. That's how you bend reality.
Yeah. So everyone at SiGMA, the entire gaming industry nowadays, gets invoiced by this shitty company named Viking Peace and Health Limited. Not knowing that was the weakest point of my life, which now I own proudly.
That's a very
Yeah. So that's where I started. I didn't start from zero. I actually started from minus 16,000 euros, and that's how SiGMA took off.
Right. And so SiGMA started, and you had Migs in front of you.
Correct.
Can you explain us how you challenged Migs? And how you took over?
Yeah. Again, I was completely naive to the industry. I was an outsider. I knew how to do events, but I didn't know anything about the online gambling industry. I didn't know what affiliates are, what operators are, and what the suppliers are. So I used to go to clients and pitching SiGMA, not knowing the basic foundation of what makes the gaming industry. And I did a lot of mistakes, right? I also didn't do my SWOT analysis. I didn't know who my competitors were. So a couple of months down the line, after I launched SiGMA, I get to find out that there's another small conference being organized by 4 companies who had an interest in the gaming industry. And yeah, these 4 companies obviously had a lot of clout in the industry. They had a lot of sway with speakers, with all the gaming industry, with the regulator as well. So I ended up in a situation where I confirm a speaker, I put them on the website. Barely 24 hours later, that same speaker calls me, tells me, listen, Eman, you mind removing me from the website because something came up. Another speaker calls me the next day. Listen, Eman, I have to cancel because something came up and I can't make it on the day. And I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on? Then I realized, yeah. But we had one secret formula which worked really, really well. I had the support to launch SiGMA from a number of affiliates who loved coming to my parties. So because of the parties I organized in the past, and because of the relationship I had with them, they were with me no matter what.
So that's also the 400 affiliates starts with.
Correct. So
because you created a whole ecosystem, but for the people who don't know that, you created a whole ecosystem where basically your customers are the B2Bs. For them to come, you need the B2Cs, and for them to come, you need the affiliates.
Exactly.
So basically what you did,
we got deflected.
Exactly.
And then the whole system that folded into place.
That's exactly that. So you invited the affiliate for free.
Yeah.
The biggest affiliates were coming. Operators were coming. And then, of course, B2Cs were coming to sell to the operators.
Correct.
And that's I would say one of the main specificity of SiGMA and one of the formula of its success is that, right?
Yeah, I would say.
It's creating that specific.
I would say. And 10 years ago, there was this fragmentation of affiliation, you know, M&A wasn't as rampant as we know it today.
Yeah.
So it was important to reach out to a wide spectrum of affiliates. Nowadays, you know, the top 6, and they have acquired a lot. Yeah. So now the dynamics have changed a bit. But back then, having the pulse of the affiliate industry was paramount to the success of SiGMA.
Yeah, completely sure.
Yeah. And you know, the first year we had 1,000 people. There was a great buzz on the floor.
Yeah.
You know, the minister of iGaming came, and we turned this into a flagship show, which Malta finally can use as a platform.
Yeah.
And from then on, the rest was history.
So I remember the first SiGMA show. We had a booth
With video slots,
with video slots. Yeah, Aliyah was a beast.
Slots millionaire back then.
We had Slots Million, and we shared the booth with Alex Stevendal, which is a friend of mine.
I still have pictures of yours on the draft serving Chisk.
We were serving Chisk.
Yeah.
And here in Barcelona, we were serving I forgot the local beer, Moritz. And we were cutting ham also.
Yeah, exactly.
What I was going to say, then after that came EAIG in Berlin. You had to take over that one.
Correct. So it took us a couple of years to solidify as the only conference in Malta. Then MIGS, I think, died out. But that didn't mean the end of it. Our next big collision came with EIG.
Yeah.
So the industry wasn't like today, you know. Today there's a big event every month. Back then you had 3 events and that was it.
Right.
And Q4 was the time of EIG, Excellence in Gaming. And at the time it used to be held in Germany, I believe.
Right.
So I remember going to Kate's chambers, saying, listen, Kate, why don't we merge forces? You take majority, let me keep minority, and let me run with it. I know what I'm doing. This is going the distance. And I remember, Kate emailing me saying, listen, we appreciate you, but we don't think it benefits us by partnering with you. So we went on full throttle. I remember delegates used to pay $4,000 to attend EIG. I don't know if you remember. It was the exclusive event for the C-levels.
Yeah.
And the barrier to entry was the high ticket price. So I said, okay, you do you. I'll do me. So we started reaching out to all these C-levels. Listen, let me fly you in. Let me put you in a nice hotel. I want you on stage. I want to introduce you to whoever you need to be introduced to. And before you know it, Q4 was for the taking.
Right.
Yeah. So that was very, very interesting times as well. And yeah, I'm glad Kate sent that email because SiGMA I would be minority shareholder today if they took me on that offer.
So that's a very interesting point to people that are trying to run a business, is that I think it's one of the main rules that I have, at least, is I take every difficulties, every setback as an opportunity.
Who running the game?